I'd like to demonstrate the lifted right increase and the lifted left increase. This is different than a make one right or make one left, but similarly they are directional. So first I will show you the lifted left increase. I'm at the point where I want to work the increase. The left increase is always worked below the first stitch on the right needle. You're working into the stitch that is 2 rows below. This is the stitch on the needle. This is 1 row below and 2 rows below. I hope you can see that. I'll count it again. Here's 1 row below and 2 rows below. You pick the stitch up with the left needle by inserting the tip from left to right. So now you have that leg going over your needle and you knit into the back of it. And that is it. I'll do it again so you can see it. I'll knit a stitch and now I'm going to work the increase 1, 2 rows below and you knit into the back of it. This works out to be a very discreet increase that you don't see as obviously as some others on a stockinette background. Now I'll demonstrate the right leaning increase. This is worked with the first stitch on the left needle, but 1 row below instead of 2. So using the tip of the right needle, insert it underneath the right leg of that stitch. Bringing the points of the needle together, put it on the left needle and knit into the front of it. Then knit the stitch, the first stitch on the left needle. Unlike I'm getting confused with which way I'm leaning. Unlike the left leaning increase, where you knit into the back of it, with the right leaning increase, you knit into the front of that leg. So here we go again. We're going to knit, we work it below this stitch. We lift up that right leg, place it on the needle, and knit into the front. If we were working paired increases the way you might along the center spine of a triangular shawl, right after you knit the stitch, you immediately work the corresponding increase. So I would count down 2 rows, pick up that leg, and knit into the back of it. I'll try to show you that once again. Okay, so first I'm going to work the right leaning increase. So I'm working an increase on either side of this stitch. For the right leaning increase, I pick up the leg that sits immediately below the first stitch on the left needle and I knit into the front of it. I then knit that stitch on the left needle and I work the increase into the same stitch that I worked the first increase into, which is now 2 rows below. And I knit into the back of it. This creates a small hole, which would be much smaller in a finer yarn. But when used over a series of rows, it creates a little decorative detail, which can be quite pretty. Anyway, I hope you'll use this. This is it's a very good increase to know because of how well it can be applied individually in stockinette fabric. Thank you.